We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 76 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
Here we go.
Brooks is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Once again, Judkins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down and 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
6 yards.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Mason Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they work this out past the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Oh, Eric.
Stroud to throw it. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And some space here. Down the left sideline. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. Now inside the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Back to Mixon on second down. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Already.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down at the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4.
From the 41, here's a second down and 4.
That's right. 118. That's it.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Already. 118.
Now to change things up. Stroud will throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
118. That's it.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Tony.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football. But something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
First down, right back to Judkins. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
The tight end in motion right. Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. That's downfield. He's got Phantom. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. Texans 6-yard line.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Rashee Rice, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. It's the first time that they looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the quick, right?
Here's Stroud. That's pulled in by Brooks. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 12, operating from the 39.
Tony.
Now Stroud. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They put it down very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hurts.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 8-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here's Brooks.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Swap. Mother swap. Hey.
Throwing now is Stroud.
He's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Pierce.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A give. Here's Judkins.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Great. Get it. Anyone here? Alpha.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, when you run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jonathan Brooks with his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chomp into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's across midfield. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown. Keon Coleman, 70 yards. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4.
18, what's up?
Stroud out of the gun here. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. pass caught by Fannin. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, here's Judkins. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of one.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Stroud now to throw. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, second and 10 coming up. Stroud working out of the gun. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
18, what's that?
Up the middle with Brooks here.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Tony.
Once again, it's Brooks.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Ow, tonight. Swap, mother swap. Good.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This to make it a two-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he's got room.
He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Crenshaw Judkins,
65 yards.
And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football and a touchdown on this drive.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsom.
And he is not quite good. Make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Jalen Hurts. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, and you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. He'll get this to about the 38.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. From the 46, here's second and a yard.
Come on, let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the 1st down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll try it now with Brooks. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
Ready.
Pierce now up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Ready, right?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Panther 60. Go.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
70.
Sanders once more. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here comes second down. Here's Hurts to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw.
Open man right side is Rice.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll run right here with Brooks.
They're only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready, set.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Tag. 6, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Mustang 19. Ready, right?
To throw is Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Go.
And they will take a knee here.
Get it. Cowboy 80s.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Deputy! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.